Welcome to the stream. My name is Lee. Hi. I know I haven't streamed in a while. I'm trying to get back in the habit of streaming. Because frankly, like I have to leave at 1. Which is 2 plus 52 minutes from now, and technically a little before then. But like, I wanna do a stream. Like I want to stream because if I don't stream, I want to get back in the habit of it so I can get used to streaming earlier and because otherwise I'm not going to stream at all for December and that would just suck. We're doing Prime, pretty much Prime every day, and it's intense. But um, you know, we're doing it. I appreciate you all coming to stop by the stream, and uh, yeah. I don't know if any of you are actually here yet. That's okay. We are getting back into the groove of it. I think I'm doing okay though, timing wise. Let's go here. Um, um, so yeah, today is Greyhawk Day. Let's, you know what we're gonna do? Um, Gotta get back in saddle. Okay, let's go to 2. Because the worst thing, if you keep not streaming, then it just gets harder and harder to start back up again. You know what I mean? So you gotta try and start back up or something. Yeah, let's see. Put up, where's the, sorry, I have a PDF button. And, okay, scooch it. There we go. Ta-da! 1 PDF. Voila. Okay, now, pop that there for now. Now, let's see. What else? It's a little, we're working on it, the exact sizing, but, this works. Okay, so let me do this. Okay. Oh, that was one thing I was supposed to be doing. Yes, I'm in the 100 things. Okay, let's do that. And let me see if I put on Discord last time where we're supposed to be. And then I go to Discord and I say that. And then the other Discord and say hello to everyone. And then... Um... 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 Uh... yes, I'm gonna have to figure out. I think 11:30. I'm gonna have to start. If I want to do proper streams, 11:30. Well, even 10 to actually do morning streams, but that's a little much. We're gonna start with noontime and the short ones, and then see how we do with that. But yeah, let me check. Okay, that was the part 2. Part 3 is go to Discord and check on my Discord to see if I wrote down. What I needed to do for Greyhawk streams. All right. Oh yeah, Alcantor had the fighting game one during the Greyhawk Wars with Ayus, foot soldiers. That's interesting. Okay, some interesting things. Yes. Let's see. Seems like that makes sense. Yes. Um, how to do the Fiend Night process with Rust Monsters. Right, we don't have a page on Rust Monsters. And there is definitely Rust Monsters in the Flaness because we saw them on... Let me bring the Greyhawk. Okay, hang on. There's a process to list. Let's bring up the wiki and see if there is a page on Rust Monsters. Um, Greyhawk Online. Let's hope it works, because I know sometimes the Gricky is a little... Haha, it is here. Okay, wait. That was not the way to do it. Okay. That is not what I meant. I mean, I meant to open the Greyhawk library, obviously, but what I meant to do was go to that, and put it in a separate window. That's how a little peek behind the scenes on how we do this is you have a separate window. You open two Firefox windows at the same time. I probably should switch browsers now that they're doing AI, but I am a creature of habit. So, oh, we're going to do an ad break. That's okay. Oh, and I actually have tea today, so, you know. That's fun. Should not be a problem. Well, okay. Why don't we use, look here. That. Well, that's a good reminder to do that. Okay. So, I think, so we could do Rust Monsters. Let's see, was there anything else on what we did for the other lore for... right, I used this long lost... Oh, yeah, it was Ivid's long lost son. It was either Ivid's... Yeah, Ivid's a long lost son. Okay, that was the, interesting thing. Okay, so... yes, and... Yeah. Because we have the... I used the Greyhawk section of the thing to take notes, and now we have actual, you know, Greyhawk discussion in the chat, which is good. I have to go to the pinned ones and see if I... Rust not... more Cityscape up... Oh yeah, Mobat lookup, which we determined Mobats are not in the monster manual. They are a thing. I did look them up, and they are... what's it? So, we can look them up in something else, but not the monster manual. Yeah, they have a page, just they don't have a page in the monster manual. We Rust monsters don't have a page on the wiki, but are referenced enough that I am... Yeah, they have direct... Let me look Rust monsters. Yay, let's see. Yes, there are... Yeah, there's at least two... Yeah, so they definitely have them... they have in the worm... Where is the worm crawl fissure? Okay. Oh, right, I should put this up now that I have it. Let's see, make sure it's Great Library Greyhawk. Bop this down for now. Yes, so this is the worm crawl fissure. Rift Canyon. Rift Canyon. Rift Canyon is over Rift Barrens. To the southwest of Rift Canyon, White Plume Mountain. North we call the Tangles. Okay, that. Let's see. Marked by massive sheer rocks. Honeycombed climate. Okay. Inhabitants. Bandit Kingdom. Okay. Features and settlements. Northern Edge. Lost to history. Oh, they have a map. White Plume Mountain. I feel like... I know... yeah. There is one little tweak I would make. Age Before Ages, Battle of Pesh, Wolf's Spite. Okay. Oh. Alright, I do want to make one little tweak to Rift Canyon, which is, I know, a little silly, but let me just... We can get this open a little bit more. Okay, we have a little bit more. Okay. The, oh, I see. No, that's okay. I'll just scooch my a little bit. Okay, so, there is one tweak I want to make, which is, we're gonna bring up, Anna's Maps. AnnaBmeyer.com, yes. That one. And then I am going to, of course, do the, yes, the shout out for Anna B. Meyer. Hi, I think we had an ad. Did we have an ad? I don't know if we had an ad break, but if we did have an ad break, we're back from said ad break. So, you know, there's that. Hi, welcome back if we did have ads. I think you're subbed, so I don't know if you would know if we have ads, and I don't know if anyone else in the chat. And, sorry, it occurred to me that I have to check the mic, because sometimes the mic isn't working, but, yes. Welcome on in. I wanted to check the map. I guess we're doing... Briefly, I'm gonna tweak one thing briefly. I gotta be very careful about time because freaking the 1 o'clock bus is... Okay, good. The 1 o'clock bus. That's the thing, is we start at... They're starting us at 2 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock now. Which It's a 2 hour break, and then they've been buying us pizza, but I don't know. I can't go on forever, but let's see. This one should suffice. I want to check, and um, I know Anna's map isn't canon, but it's a good source for. Let's see, Defenders of Greenkeep Forest is that? That's the Forest. The reason I want to look at stuff is Westwood. Trying to find Troll Fens. Which forest is this? Timberlane. I'm trying to find. Because I read over the page on Rift Canyon. And I think it's not necessarily White Plume Mountain. Okay, so the Wormcrawl Fissure. Here we go in Rift Canyon. I think. Let's see. Just north of. Okay. Bandit Kingdoms are in the Shield Lands, kind of north of the. That's the near div, right? Yes. Okay. Because it. When if you look at the wiki page and that's the Rift Canyon has some it has some detailed geographical, but like I feel like an overall uh to the northwest of Ernst would be like um just south of the Bandit Kingdom and northwest of Ernst a little bit more like at least in my mind it would be a better specifier of like kind of where in the central Flanness to the northwest of Ernst, between Ernst and, or the Shield Lands and Ernst. Like, I feel like that's a better overall geographical, like, would be a little helpful, as personally. I know it's a completely kind of got off topic. I do that a lot. But I feel like that would be just a little tweak to make that, let me see. Yes, the Rift Canyon. The only reason is because Wormcrawl Fissures has rust monsters, and I took notes on that. We didn't actually have rust monsters in because I was going through the monster manual because trying to find Mobats, and it was like rust monsters. Like, huh. And then I realized, oh yeah, rust monsters don't have a page, and there's definitely at least some places in the Flanness that have rust monsters. They're definitely canon in the area, and there's, we have pages that mention them. Let's see. Let's see. Forest card tangles. Adding to the surrounded by a rocky wasteland. Um, yeah. I just think it would be helpful to get like a little more like you mentioned that it's kind of in the central Flanness to the northwest of Ernst, kind of between Ernst and the Shieldlands. I feel like that's a good. It's a better a sense of geography. Like where is the Rift Canyon? There's a forest in the White Plume Mountain. Um, and yeah, White Plume Mountain is one of the iconic ones, but it's also like I feel like a little more geographical framing would be helpful. So I'm gonna do that little tweak. Um, yeah. Um, yes. Yeah. Uh, um, let's see. It's a deep canyon. Um, okay, I'm gonna put this in the central Flanness. Central. Okay, I'm logged in. Flanness. Okay. Central is definitely center. Central. Okay, there we go. Flanness, I just need to FALN. Let's see. ESS. Okay. Because Flanness is specific. FLAN. AESS. Yeah, you see? Flanness. There we go. Flanness, sure, the Flanness is, if I put that there, that's, um, um, in some places the rift is over a mile deep. Yeah, I think that works. Um, yeah, northwest of Ernst. Northeast. Um, is that how you spell Ernst? Ernst. Yeah, northeast of Ernst. Yeah, it's about right. That kind of, or sandwich between Ernst and the Shieldlands, maybe. Um, yeah, I think, or just the south of the Bandit Kingdoms, maybe. Um, yeah, northeast of Ernst. Just to give kind of um, just a little bit of geographical grounding. Um, northeast of Ernst. That's just, I don't want too much, but just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of geographical grounding. Northeast of Ernst, and then let's see, northeast of Ernst. What was I gonna say? Um, yeah, northeast of Ernst. Yeah. Okay. I think that's good. And then in some places there's over a mile deep. The canyon, was not is surrounded by rocky wasteland, was not created by river erosion. Interesting. And natural character, solitary White Plume Mountain, and the north can be found forest tangles. Yes. Ecology. All right. So let me just. Sorry. Um, it's geographical reference. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think that's a pretty good. Yeah. It's fair. Okay. There we go. We got sidetracked into a completely different. What's it? So that's fun. Rift Canyon. It's kind of cool. Oh yeah, because Wormcrawl Fissure has rust monsters, and it's 126. I think we're gonna do. Oh, I was going to text. I was gonna do a bunch of things, but let's see. Maybe the first thing is this, which before I forget, um, I have a. Um, um, yep. Okay. Let's do that. So Rift Canyon. So Rift Canyon sounds kind of cool, actually. If we're thinking of it, let's. So there's that. I mean, here. Monster manual on this. Okay. Here. Monster manual. Uh, and okay, citation. There was a way to do citation. Um, let me go to. Oh no, sorry. I have one of these pages folded. It's not Black Dragon, Brass Dragon. Yeah, no, that wasn't on purpose. One of the pages got dog-eared by mistake. This book, by the way, Lord Gazimba. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I should give a shout out to Lord Gazimba. He's, for all you know, there are there's some beef within the community, but he is still a great, good guy, and he's done a lot to help, promote Greyhawk. He's pretty nice. He actually took me out for last page. He took me out to dinner. It ended up being he wanted, he dropped by the sports bar and then put out a call in Discord, hey, everyone's there, and I didn't even realize that, but I was there just kind of like, because I was like, I should try to get food, and that one sports bar, Philadelphia Area Gaming Convention is coming up. I have a hotel room now, so that's fun. I got stuck in the one that's a little farther off, but there's shuttles to the con, and I'm really good at getting rides home for people, so I should be fine. Because it's a lot farther. It's farther than the others and a little far to walk. But what was I gonna say? Oh right, Rust Monsters. Sorry. My point is, I got Lord Gazimba is. Oh yeah, Lord Gazimba. I won that's on giveaway on Lord Gazimba's channel, and I am getting way off track. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We have to figure out if there's like actually good somewhere that's like a good restaurant that's, I don't know, not a sports bar, maybe. But what was I gonna say? Although let's see. What was I gonna say? It'd be fun to see you. Even my beloved is not gonna be there, but what was I gonna say? We're still gonna have a good time. There's gonna be all sorts of friends. If any of you are in the Philadelphia area, ooh, that sounds exciting. And Frank Mentor's probably gonna be there. If anyone lives in the general Philadelphia area, or can get to Philadelphia, I fly into Newark and take the train in. Honestly, but then you're gonna have to take a bus because it's not in Philadelphia. It's in Phoenixville, I think, or Valley Forge. That area. It's at this big convention center. Which is technically the Greater Philadelphia Convention Center, but it's way outside of Philly proper. I found that out the hard way the first year. But yes. So page is really cool, and the submission for running games is passed. I missed it by less than a minute because I thought the deadline was midnight. It was 11:45, so I was scrambling last minute, and I hit submit at 11:45, and apparently it was like 11:40. Yeah, I did hit it before 11:45, not at. So, but I might be able to squeeze in a game either. Anyway, but yeah, basically that is cool, and we should actually go and look Rust Monsters up. Now that I'm thinking of it, this stream is going to be much shorter because, as I said, they moved work up, and I'm still trying to get used to doing all of the, the streaming and the other things. NOPQR. Okay. Oh, okay, that's Ogre. So that's our Rest Monster. Here we go. We do have it. Inhabit only dark subterranean places. They roam such places in search of their food. Metal of all sorts, but primarily ferrous metal, such as iron, steel, and steel alloys, such as mithril and adamantine arms and armor. Ooh, they do eat mithril and adamantine. Arms and armor, specifically. I don't think they eat pure mithril, but I guess if you make mithril into armor, you have to add a little bit of metal, like it's an alloy. It's mithril iron alloy, apparently. So it's canonical they eat mithril and adamantine armor. So either because it's mithril and adamantine count as ferrous. Ferrous is just magnetic, I think, is the... Now, let's look it up. Let's do the Gilbert and Sullivan ticket. Okay. Let me check what... we're going to learn... Ross. Okay, let me just check the spelling. We're going to do a dictionary, because we're going to... OUS. Nation. Merriam-Webster. I like to check sources. The AI summaries are usually okay, but I prefer checking actual sources. Because they can be wrong. We have friend. Yes. I'm not, yes. Gatekeeper. Yeah. Oh! Thank you! This is Fred. This is why if you have friends on the other side as editors, they can do things like that. Related to divalent. Oh, divalent iron. Divalent is a chemical bond term. So, yeah. So, apparently, yes, it is that adamantine arms and armor have a little bit of iron as an alloy to make them keep their shape. So mithril and adamantine are edible by rust monsters. Interesting note. Yeah, because rust is iron oxide. So they would only eat iron. And, I mean, although, I will say, if any, um, probably like oxidizing spit or something. I bet if someone came into a deep cavern and ate your armor, it would just, they just assume it would, that it's after the iron, but, I feel like that would be a naming convention. You would name it that even if it ate other metals, but okay. Said, oh, so yes, this is what happened. Having editor friends is, Stub. Yes, this is why having friends is fun. So, Kit is, by the way, the head editor of the wiki, and she's also really cool, just as a person in general, and it's fun. If any of you are going to page, go say hi. Let's see, edit source. Ta-da! Rust Monster. Image caption, alignment. I wonder if I could get an image of this one from the here. Like it would be a process. 34. Okay, let's put a pin in that. For a day when I actually start. Like maybe I'll start at 11 to get that. Well, let's see. Is a creature appearing um in the Flyness. Is a what kind of creature? Let's see if we can get some adjectives here. Let's say anything. Only dark, most subterranean. They roam in places that are their food, meals of all sorts, metals of all sorts, but principally ferrous-based metal. Okay. It touches metal with its two antennae. They have to roll to hit, so we're not going to add that in because that's meta stuff, and we're trying to keep the exact stats also in the books because of how, we're trying to provide a resource and a quick lookup, but encourage people to actually get copies of the books if they can. Just because, well, uh, magically endowed items gain a saving throw. So, fun fact. It's interesting. I could just say it has more difficulty with magical stuff. Striking a rust monster affected just as the creature's antenna should touch them. So it's a touch. Smell metal at a 9-inch distance. I wonder if. Oh, okay. You see? Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay. Stop a melee round to devour such items such as a handful of iron spikes or mace. So if it's throwing at you, throw metal and it distract it. Interesting. Ferrous metal in preference to copper, silver, etc. Okay. Is a creature appearing in the subterranean caves of the Flyness. There we go. Subterranean caves of the Flyness. How big is it? Is it large? If it's size large, you can say a large creature. Let's see. Armor class, move, dice, trigger, attacks, damage. Does not medium. So a medium creature. So medium is person sized. Aberration. Okay. Type as aberration. Is it aberration or does it specify aberration over monstrosity? Sonic ability. Magic resistance, intelligible, alignment neutral. Okay. Well, I could throw that in there too. Sonic ability nil. Okay. It doesn't specify because different sources have different aberration. Yeah, different editions have different aberration, alignment, neutral. True neutral. Okay, true neutral. Because it's beast. Rust monster. Yeah, we'll just. Sure. We're gonna have rust. Subtype. Okay. First, I don't know what that ponyish. Oh yeah, ponies are medium, not large. Um, I I remember this because I run a 5e campaign, but they have the same. They didn't change that, and we have a pony and the horses because one of our members is dwarf. Although in fairness, the pony is technically, it's from a breed of ponies, but so fun fact about equines. We have a little bit of time. Is that there's each breed is designated as their pony or horse, and Icelandic horses are horses. But the other definition of pony and horse is exactly how many hands high it is at the flank. Like you I think there's a standard for hand as like 14 inches, and you don't just like. I probably used to be you just kind of put your hands to count, but then they standardized it to better, um, just to avoid variation, because people's hands are different sizes. But oh yeah, so a pony is a certain number of hands high. So if it's bigger than that, it's a horse. If it's smaller than that, it's a pony. If it's right on the edge, it falls into a sort of interesting category, um, of creature. Apparently, my aunt who does horses had one, a equine of that nature, who called Confidence, and every time he got his hooves ground down, he went back to being a pony. And when they grew a little bit, he was a horse. But and I actually wrote a horse of that nature, I think, who was right on the edge at one point. But if I recall correctly, but horses, yes. So and ponies. If you have a breed, usually the breeds are pony. Horses are bred for specific things. So horses are bred to be bigger, and ponies smaller because of um, conditions that are needed, like pulling a plow is very different than pulling mine carts inside tunnels, which are what Shetland ponies are for. Were developed, bred for, and are lovely creatures. But point vis-a-vis all of that is yes. I had a D&D campaign where they had a pony breed who was exceptionally large for his breed and actually was exactly on that edge. And that was completely irrelevant, because pony sized is how big rest monsters are, because ponies are classified as medium, while horses are classified as large, in the rule sets. And rest monsters are also medium, so yeah, probably pony sized would be about. But okay, yes. Medium creature. Let's do that. Um, who inhabit? Let's go with who inhabit. Under uncaving fullness. Yes, we're gonna take these out. Um, uh, well, okay, yeah, that we don't need that, but we should mention one or two. So up here, yeah, we're gonna take these out. Sessions and notable examples. I don't know if there's any notable. We'll leave that one in briefly, but take that out. Okay, we're taking out ecology. Maybe what we'll do. Huh. Okay. We don't have any notable examples just yet. I'm sure there are some. Um, yes, ponies, rust monsters. Right. Sorry, we got way off track with that. Um, who inhabit the subterranean caves of the small less. Um, they are. We're gonna do this. Solitary teachers who, um, solitary creatures who do not, solitary creatures, who, okay, solitary creatures, yes. Okay, environment. What's it say about environment? Okay, so let's we can do it. Yeah. Um, only dark. Uh, the rust monster. Um, It's void of natural light. Yes. 2 antenna. Hmm. 2 antenna. Let's see. Um. Um. And it has corrosive skin because touches metal. The rust it rusts or corrodes the metal. Yeah, so it's got corrosive skin of some sort. I touched them. The rest has 2 antenna that it uses to seek out. Uh, okay, yes. Oh, I should probably mention that it known for eating metal. That would be a big thing. Being affected. Like I mentioned, it has difficulty digesting um, metal. Okay. Um, mm, corrodes immediately and falls to pieces, which are easily eaten and digested by the creature. Okay. Um, corrodes metal. Okay, yes. So has two and how do you spell antenna? That's what I was looking up. Okay. I think we are gonna do that, and then I'm going to for now do that. Let's see. Um, yes. Corroding. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Antenna. Antenna. Food. Yes. Um. Mm, able to smell. Um. Yes. Dot appear in groups. They are. Um. Armor and weapons. I remember I was playing a monk and we ended up on the other side, the wrong side of this chasm, and we were trying. I ended up trying to jump it, even though the bridge had fallen through, because I was like, "This is there was a rust monster attacking our fighter on the other side." I'm like, "I am a monk. This is the um the one thing that like this is like the monster that monks are best against is rust monsters because you don't use weapon, you're just punching, like that is like the perfect weapon or perfect creature for monks to go after because this is you don't have you don't have anything metal. You get robes and fists and you're maybe like iron knuckles or something, or iron like some equivalent of brass knuckles like a cestus, but for the most part you're just punching, kicking, and butting, like smashing at these things your own, and so it is a really good person to defeat a rust monster because you don't have anything to lose. At a at close range. I feel like the 9 inch distance is a tabletop reference rather than um the in universe reference, but I don't know for sure. At close range. Um, 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 any metal that it touches rust. Rust and corrode. Edible sized pieces. Yeah. Okay. Immediately, intermediately antenna. Yes. Um, devoid of natural light. Um, weapons. Um, see, I don't want to use the word include twice in the same sentence. Ooh, let's go. Such as armors and weapons, including those. Yes, there we go. Mithril, okay, yeah, adamantine and mithril here. And then, okay. So once I get these, I'm going to hit save. And we're going to, um, though, um, um, yes, that resist it but not immune. There's a percent resist. Resistant. Yes. Mithril. Okay. How to spell mithril? Myth. Myth. Okay. Adamantine. Because the spell checker won't get them. Tight. Adamantite. Okay. Yep. All right. So, okay, that's pretty solid for now. Um. Um. He's it is a creature. Okay. I'm going to yes, beautiful. The thing is, I have to go to work. I have to run to catch the bus. With if I leave within the next 3 minutes, I can make the bus. But I appreciate everyone coming to watch the stream. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourselves. Hydrate. Rest if you need it. Don't forget your meds. All that jazz. Thank you for coming. Today's Thursday. Probably gonna run. I'm definitely gonna run a stream on Tuesday. Maybe today over the weekend. We'll see. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. Um, like 10, 11 o'clock. I'm going to try and get, uh, you know, no, sometime between 11 and noon is when I'm going to start. I'm not going to start super early, but I'm going to try to start a little earlier than we did today, just because we can make the streams longer. Um, yes, I know. We haven't, it's kind of sad that we paid for it before, but thank you so much. Um, yeah, that's it. I'm not even going to raid, but you guys are awesome. Bye bye.